Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, this evening I have some very interesting topics to talk to you about tonight based on request. And I'm going to ask you to please share the live, invite somebody, and let us have a chat real quick. So let us see who they here, and then we'll get started. Yes, Jamaica 411, big up yourself. Guys, I heard from Liz, and Liz said to big up everybody because we know say Liz is in Paris at this time. And Liz has been taking me on her tour from she fly and land in a Belgium to all over the place. I may try to call her tonight and make sure check in because we know we love Olympics over here and we bring a little Olympics news. We heard that only one Jamaican was represented today in the 100-meter women's final, and that was Tia, one of the twin sisters. So, I don't know if Liz could have given an insight on it, but me I try her a little bit. So, yeah, man, the worst Olympic ever. I posted it on Facebook today. I mean, I have no interest because me didn't know France have a screw it up in about. Me never want to call it. Um, Big up Cindy, big up Geneva. Let me see what's there here. Jamaica 411, thank you for joining. We have to do a collab, because the American politics are now hot. And we have to do the collab. Look what's going on in Jamaica. Miss Verona, good night, welcome back. So on our agenda tonight, guys, some people ask me to bring this to the program. Where's the one other gang? Because they must say the police and Jamaica say them not too hard upon the one other gang as they were on the Klansman. So me do my own little research, guys, and I have a little something to say about it. In answer to the question, because I've heard it time and time again over the years. So as you know, the people you're looking at on the screen here is the late Bulby Teshamila, who is incarcerated, serving 38 years, and then Blackman, who was just recently sentenced. So, hold on there, guys. So, as you guys know, it has long been said that the Klansman is an affiliate of the PNP and the One Order Gang is an affiliate of the JLP. I don't know how you would assume the word affiliate mean as it is being used here. So I will let you guys determine what you feel the word affiliated mean when it comes on to these two top gangs in the country and where the politicians or the politics is concerned. But that has been the argument, over the years is that one aligned with or affiliated with one party and so on and so forth. But we haven't really heard much about the one other gang in a long time. And the police have even commented on it. Police said, listen, the difference between these two gangs, and right here, you're looking at the last real leader, so to speak, of the one other gang. His name was Bonman. He was taken out near the Spanish Town high school, some years ago. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was the last name that we heard called on the leadership of the one other gang. So the thing is, guys, based on my own investigation, the Klansman gang, they have been the ones who have been most mentioned where gang activity and them thing there is concerned, right? And some will say, and when I say some, I'm talking about police. soldier, citizens. Some will say that the most brutal gang on the island is the Klansman gang. In other words, them give the police them more trouble, they're more present, and then the internal warfare that took place after Bulby between Tesha and Blackman that costed a lot of lives and a lot of upheaval, right, in the vicinity of Spanish Town. The destruction and death that took place in Spanish Town over time. It has been said that it's a result of the Klansman internal warfare. There's also the perception, guys, that the Klansman is more brutal. I don't know if you guys remember this incident that took place of a mother and daughter. It even came on NBC News back in those times, where mother and daughter were beheaded, right? Remember back in the day, no long ago neither. Back in the day around 2000 them time there. Not 2000, sorry, I look after that. About 2010, 2011. There were these spate of killings, guys, where a baby heading a go on. You remember? Baby heading a go on in the country. And the police reported that these acts of violence were being committed by these gangs, right? So, me no remember the mother and daughter. A mother and a daughter were attacking their home and beheaded on the outskirts of Spanish Town, Jamaica. Local media reported, right? So, it looked to me like, say, the one other people they're more scattered, or they dispersed, I should say, more than the other gang. You know, the other gang appears to be more organized. And since the cutting down of this leader here of the one other gang, they've just been all over the place, right? Remember, there was an agreement which was printed in the newspaper a while ago. There was an agreement between this man here and Mose Bolby about coexisting. And then say Bolby gone out of the picture. So from there it became, a rivalry between the one other and the clans. Him ending up dead. But based on my investigation, the one other gang more dispersed, probably across the island. Maybe they don't have a desire to really be leading anything, but you still have members of the one other gang who about the place. The last big news I heard about the one other gang had to do with the killing of this man here. Back in 22, there was an attack on this man here in Old Harbor that police reported was connected to the one other gang war. Says here the police have revealed that Saturday's murder of 41-year-old Delano Max Williams on Ascot Drive, Old Harbor, is connected to the ongoing gang warfare. Hold on, let me move this. Ongoing gang warfare. So that was really the last, reporting of anything significant to do with this gang. Guys, you see the police them in Jamaica, and you see the politician them play different roles, right? I don't think when police are do them job, them a go off for one gang and you know, favoritize the other one. I don't think police work like that. I mean, not talk about the little corrupt police there. One and two corrupt police. We not talk about them there. But when them up on the battlefield a fight, crime, them now favoritize one gang over the other. They might try to do them work. Now, a lot of people will say, yes, the country makes strides with crime after the conviction of Tesha and Blackman. People will say that, you know, and the whole thing played out before us in court. We've seen other times where people get prosecuted, them got appeal court, it turn over and them something there. You understand? But I understand why people would say that all comes the one other gang them now go on trial and them sitting there. Two reasons in my view. One give themselves more trouble and more present and more brutal, right? And one leadership, while the other one, them kind of look more low key. Maybe them take with themselves. You understand? Gone all over the island. There's been a migration, and I talked it over here before, guys, that there has been a migration of these gang members and gangs across the country. When you have police start coming in and curfew and state of emergency, they're not going to stay put. They're going to find a safe place to be. So that is the situation in my view. Let us see what you guys are saying in the comments. Wanna think, guys? Wanna think there is some kind of bias? Tell me in the comments if you wanna think so. Them not disbursed it at all. The government called a state of emergency in Spanish Town and told the securities in order to target Klansman gang. Why? Your guess is as good as mine. Well, it's because I don't have any evidence of that Jamaica 411. I can't come here, come say that. I mean, I no evidence of that. You understand? The internal warfare between these two men, it stir up a whole heap of problem. Cost a lot of lives too. So I don't know if anybody would have to tell anybody to target them because they made themselves very present, very open. So I don't know if anybody would have to tell anybody to target them. Welcome back, moderator. Thank you for joining. Most of the one other top men migrate to America and Canada. Same thing we say. Migrate, this una disperse across the country. Migrate. At some point in time, when it comes down to badness, because I spend a couple of my formative years living in the garrison. And at some point in time, some people choose badness, not because they want rayness, because they can't escape their circumstances. And when them realize, say, listen, this now make no sense. Them nobody want a leadership and a manship again. Because them realize that every leader will come up, they either did or got prison quick and fast. So they nobody want a leadership again. For more likely the reason why they target Klansman and not one other is because one other is a gang which supports the JLP and Klansman supports the PNP. That's what's been said. That is what's been said, Jamaica 411. But me can't say that because me don't have evidence of that. But it is well known and it has been said that one is affiliated with one party and the other one affiliated with the other party. It's a terrible thing. It's very sickening to me. No bias, Klansman gang more brutal, but larger of the two. Yeah, it appears that with their recruitment, that's why I say they're more organized. The Klansman to me, and based on my investigation, they seems to be more organized. The real problem came about, when the leadership problem became a thing. And people are forced to take side and who not take side, runway and all of them something there. So it's a terrible, terrible thing. That is not how it works. When the government declares a state of emergency, they dictate the orders for the security forces to follow. They said the reason for the SOE was that clans kill people. But Jamaica 411, I not over Spanish Town alone, state of emergency go on. State of emergency was put down in various parishes in Jamaica. For example, Westmoreland, Montego Bay, even at the same St. Catherine there. And I'm talking when I say St. Catherine, I'm talking about not where these guys operate. I've seen it. So I don't know what you mean by that's not how it works. That's not how what works. What are you saying? What are you trying to correct us on? And what you mean by when government declare SOE, them dictate the orders to the security forces. Government can't dictate orders to security forces. It's something I go on and them say state of emergency. The people them who are lead the JDF pan state of emergency. Them are the real experts them. The government they might say yes, make state of emergency go on because the heap are killing like what we see happen over time in various parishes. Yes, them can keep, but when time it comes on to what I call it now, the operation of those who are on the ground carrying out the state of emergency, them have to take the orders them from the head of the JDF. Same like what we see and now go on with the case with the man who died in I'm also him name again, Mr. Clark. At the head of the JDF affair in a court right now, I explain what the operation was about and them something there. It's a bigger gang than one order. They are in most of the communities. Yeah. It was strange that the SOE in Spanish Town named a gang the security forces should target. Well, the truth of the matter is Jamaica 411. You see, if at the time they were the ones causing the upheaval in the place, then what the people them supposed to do? If it was not the one other gang who was there at that time doing those things, I mean, what do we expect? Government doesn't declare state of emergency based on a particular gang. It is done straight across the board. That is a theory. Government run things. State of emergency is called on the recommendation of the security forces. All other SOEs targeted gangs and drugs. All who decide to form gang, whether them are one order, whether them are no order, whether them are Klansman or whatever, when them decide to form gangs and they go about the gangmanship and the gang behavior beyond gangs and drugs, and it became taking out people, beheading people, and all these things. I don't see nothing wrong with, them being named. Tell me in a comment you want to think, guys. How do I get a cash app? What do you mean? You want to donate to the platform? So the cash app there, going across the bottom of the screen. Guys, if you don't want to leave a gratuity, that's fine. You can do so by hitting the button down here where you would type, or you can do it through the cash app, no problem. Look across the bottom of the screen, knowledge, right knowledge. Thank you. Me not asking anybody any question. The first SOE in Spanish Town named the Klansman gang as the target. But Jamaica 411, so what? So what if they were the target? If them that create the problem and the beheading and them something, so what? There's no problem with that. I don't know why you're getting all testy about it. If you do not have a Cash App account and Right Knowledge, there is a button at the bottom of your where you would type. You will see, I think it's a green dollar sign or something. You can donate through there. Thank you. Or you can go to your app store on your phone and download Cash App. First of all, both gangs are criminal organization. I do believe dealing in drugs. If you get rid of the, I don't know what RIV I say. Look here. Yes, in a Jamaica, the gangs and how them operate in a Jamaica. It's not just about drugs and firearm. Anywhere the money must come from for sustain the organization. That's what they're gonna be into. Whether it be drugs, whether it be gun, whether it be scamming, whether it be taking out other people, pushing them out of the way, whether it be robbery, anything. And that's the case for most gangs anyway, right? Then do what they're supposed to do for sustain the organization. So in answer to the question about why the government or why the police them and the prosecutors not going after the Klansman in the country, there are several factors. Some of them were mentioned here. The one order is not as big as the clans. The um the brutality, the brutality of one gang versus the other, the presence of one gang versus the other. They're not evenly distributed. You understand? So that is my view on that. Now, did I upload that video? May have one video for showing. Very interesting video. I didn't know till this evening. I soon show it to you. But first, I want to talk about these people when them damaged goods. Switching gears here. Why damaged goods are not going back to Parliament? Talking about Wickham McNeil, who is looking at seat now. Dr. McNeil. Talking about Peter Bunting, who will look seat. Talking about Ian Eels, right now, who will look seat. Talking about Dayton Campbell, who will look seat. The initial plan of these people was to wipe out them party and make them party lose because they never want Dr. Phillips to become leader. I am not talking about Wickham McNeil. Wickham was not a part of that whole thing. But Peter Bunting and Ian Hills and Dayton Campbell and a few others, that's what they did. They made sure, said the party was going to lose badly. And then now them would have come back now and start position back themselves to go to Parliament. Now the problem with that is, and I don't know how Wickham McNeil, Dr. McNeil, a man like Dr. McNeil, who some theme leadership in terms of being a parliamentarian, there's been much debate about his performance. We will talk about his performance another time. But how Wickham McNeil get caught up in this where him start walk with them people here, a walk a look seat elsewhere, is a problem. Because them plan, which was to come back and come look see it. That they plan to dismantle, you know. And how me know that is the people them at Jamaica look upon them and said, we no want to know so. Go on back where you come from, want to mash up on a constituency. We don't want to lose that over here. And I'm looking at it and saying, this is strange because how is it that the constituency where you were before, none of them cannot go back there? Wickham McNeil hasn't gone back to try to win back his seat in Westmoreland. He's in Trelawney now. Peter Bunting cannot go back to Central Manchester. Ian Eales you're looking at there on the right side of your screen. He cannot go back to where he was in Hanover. Dayton Campbell cannot go back to where he was in St. Anne. What is the problem? Why is it? And this is the question that the people them ask. Why is it that all these losers, and I am calling them losers because they are, and it's the truth, and over here we talk the truth unfiltered. Why is it that they cannot go back to where they were? And the Jamaican people are not stupid because the Jamaican people know where they're coming from. Remember, say Jamaica is a small country, you know. So any politician will come pretending like they're brand new. The Jamaican people already know their story and they know the role they played in the politics previously and they know where they're coming from. So somebody tell me in the comments. I want them can turn on the phone here. Make a turn on the phone line here. You can call in on the phone line if you know. Why is it that none of these guys, I see Horace Daly of the PNP, lose him seat already and go back in him constituency and win back him seat. So this is how politics go in a Jamaica now. This is what politics come down to. You can lose your seat somewhere and they just go on another part of the island, go look on another seat. Because if you were such a good representative of the people, you should have been able to go back to the people and ask them for another chance. Ask them where you went wrong, where did you fall short, and all of these things. But me hear people looking at Dayton Campbell face and say, we don't want you here so because you're going to mash up down a center, go and go fix back down there, we don't want you here so. A new faces, new representation the people them want. Them don't want a failure, them don't want nobody who were voted out by the people. They're all over the place. I don't understand it. They're all over the place. So a man like Wickham McNeil now, him really believes say, what? Let me just ask the question this way. When people like Wickham and Bunting and Hills and Dayton Campbell, they try to go back to a different constituency, them don't even live there. But them try to go back to a different constituency to get seat. What do they say to the people? And that no one to ask. What them say to the people? Because them must have to say something to the people, because the people them know them. The people them know where them are come from. The people them know their story. The people them know what undermine a saboteur. The people them know the plot where them put down on their own party and their own leader. The people them know everything. So when they go to the people, the new people them, because they can't go back where them are come from. People them vote them. What do they say to these people? I think it's a disrespect to the people. When you lost or run gone to somewhere else, what do you tell the thousands who vote for you? I don't know. What do they say to the people? Because you can't just come pretend like say you're brand new, you know. Remember say our Jamaican people, we are very much in tune with our politics because we're only a population of 3 million. We're not that huge. So Jamaica people them are very much in tune with them politics. So these guys can't hide and go nowhere and come pretend and show up like say them are good leaders and them sitting there. But now if a representative coming in my ear right now, say them a look my vote. And the people them vote them out already. Me now but me no time waster. I'm from Bamboo. Dayton has done nothing for Bamboo. No, we don't have a real running water. No local upgrade and Bamboo and its environs is a huge community. So that is why I cannot go back there. All right. They must know why they can't run back in those seats. They will have to work and seems them can't bother with that. You know, say a true yata Jamaica 411. Me get for realize I'm taught this already. Say one of the reasons why these guys all followed Bunting to challenge them leader is because they are not political workers. Them don't understand the work of politics and them don't want to put in the work into politics. They just want the title and want the prestige and position of calling themselves member of parliament. Right? Case in point, when you look at some of the people them were in the JLP right now, me not really pay attention to all of the JLP MPs, but I can name a few what me can say, yeah, them people, me see them at work, you know. Me see them at work. But these people, you win an election seat by seat. So when the whole of them realize now, say, them never either do no work, and the people them are going to vote them out. At them time, they then go join up with Bunting and say, yeah, Peter Phillips are the problem. But Peter Phillips win him seat. Peter Phillips won his seat. They are the ones who lost. So clearly, it's the fact that they are not workers. They're not workers for the people. Them not understand and them don't care. Them only want the title and the prestige, guys. So this is what it's all about. You see the leadership, them at them party in Jamaica, them for start make it mandatory for recruit and put people for run who are workers. You can't just come in a politics. Yes, it seem like, I mean, not care, I mean, I'll just start the truth. Yes, it seem like how the internal warfare with the IPA gang in Jamaica are the same way in the PNP. Same way in the PNP. You see the unscrupulous white collar gangsters, because Bunting behave like a gangster and a cult leader, you know. Is the same way the internal warfare and ending in a PNP. So then turn upon them one another. Same like how the internal warfare go on with the gang them. Same way. And this is why I tell my friends them over here, Jamaica 411 and Currency, we need to do a collab because look what happened in the Democratic Party in America right now. Not one somebody no running pan Harris. The entire party coalesced around her, supported her, raised funds with her because of one goal them have, and that is to win the next election. If somebody stand up in a PNP right now so they want to lead, you not talk about crab in a barrel, and this one not going to say crab in a barrel. Bunting is a crab. Dayton is a crab. There's a set of crabs inside of the PNP where if, look here, when Dr. Phillips was going into the election, the first somebody will write one long epistle to bring him down was Ian Hales. I never know See a man tongue could a long so. Ian ears before him in him constituency I tried to win him seat. Him write one big epistle. A talk where Dr. Phillips did say in the parliament. And when did and him Ian ears not talk, so him call Portia Yard. I asked her when she'll leave. Him never talk that part there, you know. And then when that finished now, in make case now, come put out video on YouTube. Data I call out Damian Crawford. Just look at the Democratic Party. You can't survive and go away with these people. These people are a set of crab in a barrel. That's why I have to talk say Jamaica the bad mind capital of the world. And it's the truth. As you see a man stand up say you want to bring them down, they don't support nobody. They don't love nobody. Country can't run so. But the truth of the matter is them not have nowhere going. Nowhere. The same parliament where Bunting want go back. See him left central Manchester gone to south. And him nah give the man no challenge. Him nah, but me say challenge, me not talk about for going to go war with the man. Him not gone to the people them in a real way. Because I think they've come to the realization that Jamaica people are done with them. Guys, if we want a different country, not a different, but a more advanced, a country that is going somewhere where national development is concerned. If we want to see that in Jamaica, we cannot continue to recycle damaged goods. You know how many brilliant people are in Jamaica, whether young people, middle-aged people, men and women, educated people, who can represent Jamaica and represent their communities and their constituencies, who are fit and proper to go to parliament. Do you know how many there are on the island? They're there. And we know who they are and we can identify them when we see them. But instead, these washed up people who had their chance to lead and to represent people, they've done nothing but kill one another. That's all they've done. It makes no sense. And from where I sit, the people them not have no people them not want nothing to do with them. They see them work already. And they not do nothing. Them are not political workers. Them think say working in politics in terms of representing, walking side by side with the people, it is beneath them. Have you ever seen them dealing with people in a consistent way, where them put themselves equal side by side with the people, listen to the people, and keep regular tone and meeting to hear the people and talk to them? You see them how they sitting there? No. You never see them go to the people and explain anything to them where not issues of national concern is concerned. No, they don't do that. All they do is want to fight down each other in parliament, because that's the only place they want to be. They don't want to be with the people. They just want to be in the parliament, to be on TV, and to have the title and get the perks on them. No. Jamaica people must be credited for getting rid of them. Now, let us move on to this video I want to show now. Somebody sent this video to me, and I was quite shocked to see it. So, me I go share it with you because at time now, Mark Golding apologize for slavery. I've shown you the slave papers over here where Mark Golding family them owned almost a 50 slave. Let me show you the video real quick and then we'll come back.
Formal apologies have been issued to Jamaica by the descendants of slave traders. 5 families who are descendants of plantation owners from across the United Kingdom and Ireland, as well as the Guardian newspaper, apologized on video on behalf of their ancestors, while descendants of John Malcolm from Scotland expressed regret in person at the Civil Emancipation Jubilee last evening. Their family owned the Argyle estate in St. Thomas at the time of the war in 1824, which resulted in 12 enslaved Africans being executed for their role in the fight for freedom.
Enslavement of your ancestors and the injustice of financial compensation paid by the British government to the enslavers. The enduring and damaging legacy of this injustice continues to the present day. We apologise most sincerely to the surviving descendants of the enslaved from Clan Malcolm plantations for the continuing impact on their daily lives, their health and their well-being.
We will be asking the New Zealand government to acknowledge these historical links to injustices that took place in the wider Caribbean and to note CARICOM's 10-point plan for reparatory justice. We plan to encourage the New Zealand government to reopen its Physical High Commission in the Caribbean to strengthen intergovernmental ties.
The sisters' ancestors also own 9 other properties, including Blenheim, Hanover. The apologies were accepted by Culture Minister Olivia Grange and Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, Michael Belnavis.
Yes, so it's time now for Mark Golding apologize for slavery of his ancestors. Yes, he need to apologize. Because remember, we not bring false news over here, so. And I have shown you guys the document of Mark Golding's family who owned slaves in Jamaica. And I don't care who want come talk about say him father come and him was an orthopedic. I could give a shit. I don't care if his father was an orthopedic surgeon. Mark Golding father come to Jamaica, come get free land for live pan. The whole up a Mona Commons. Him get for come there, come do what the colonial masters them send him for do. Mark Golding come to Jamaica, come get free land for live pan. And come go to school for free. Mark Golding must apologize. Not just apologize, but he need to go and be an advocate for reparation for the Jamaican people. Them come which one on a Jamaican could have gone at any country, including England, pan free land. You don't think so? You could have do that? No. And that is a crime if you ask me. Because Upper Mona, that is a big old. Somebody tell me in the comment how much acre. Which part Mark Golding father come? And where Mark Golding grew up Upper Mona. How much acre land up there, so? When you talking, I comment make us see. I know that Mark Golding will never admit that his family owned slaves in Jamaica, but he doesn't need to because the document is there. And I've shown it to you guys over here before. So he can lie through his teeth all he wants. That's why they say the first thing when Ronald come talk about say our ancestors fought and bled together. Lie. Because I know same family them that own slaves at Jamaica, but he might try to flip the script on history. But he can't flip the script on everybody because everybody don't. That man look in the eyes of Jamaican people and say somebody send me the video in a WhatsApp, please. The blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. When him come and make the argument there, right out of the blocks. And we say, but wait. When we come talk about blood, sweat, and tears, which ancestors? Who never did know say Mark Golding know say him family them own slaves at Jamaica. Him know. And that's why I'm come make the argument the way in advance. For come take the heat off for himself. Them people there will make the apology. It sounds like say they are going to be advocating for reparation. The news says that the culture minister, Babsy Grange, accepted the apology. Apologizing for slavery is more than saying sorry. When slavery took place and oppression took place in Jamaica, it took away a lot of resources from the people. Jamaica could have been the richest country in the Caribbean. But because all of our assets and our resources were stolen, and who not come get land for live pan, while many children of the enslaved had nowhere to live. Roadside them live or they not live nowhere. And we call them squatters. But Mark Golding father could have come get big university. Say, him a turn teacher and him a do this and one heap of something. Right? No pay no money. Phone family them couldn't get that they sitting there, no, because then come see a crown land, you know. Remember they see a crown land. Them even brought 1,500 people. 1,500 people, European people from Gibraltar, come put up a Mona as refugees. And they were living their best life up there. Because first of all, they were safe. They had people catering to them. They were eating good. And they got transported back to their country when the war was over. Only thing say they may take off 15 Jamaican people, African descendants. Only think they may take 1,500 of them and put them up there for safety and nothing at all. They wouldn't do that. So the colonialists and them offspring must come apologize and talk to Jamaica about reparation. Also, please send the video. Come give me with the part of Mark Golding said the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. All I will never hear it yet, you're not gonna hear it tonight, so no stick around. You're not gonna hear the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. When you don't hear that and a laugh, it's not the joke thing. Mark Golding is aware that his family owned slaves in Jamaica. So him come trying to distort history because he knows the stock that he came from. Are the sensible people them come and say, well, on, we matter about blood, sweat, and tears? Which ancestors? Him know where ma do. See the papers them there. All I will never see it before. Because I show on over here already. Because you know we do research over here. Me not have the video, you know. Guys, give me a second, please. Let me just get something. Yeah, guys. Me not have the video. The video where I talk about the blood, sweat, and tears of the ancestors, then please send it back on, give me, because I don't have it right here now. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. So if you look on these papers you know, Mark Golding's great-grandmother, Isabel Tyson Brown, great-grandparents were these people here, the Nunes, right? And this is documented in UK. Actually, we are good researcher while we find the papers. So Mark Golding know a long time. From him come say the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. Rotted all. We never know say did know. Hey! Yes, sir. The people them we apologize recently for the slave trade and whatsoever over Ireland and England. You hear the people them call England name. They say they're sorry. Minister Grange, make sure you tell them say sorry cannot buy soldier Larry. Them have to come with something about reparation. A whole heap of money Jamaica people them and all kind of resources lost to this nasty time in history. See the document here? Details of claim. The legacy of slavery of Mark Golding's family them. In St. James. Remember when I come out here and tell life on people. We not believe in that. And so, Mr. So-called, I'm a privileged son of the soil, is what he told the comrades in the first time him come in. I'm a privileged son of the soil. Because why? Him father and him could have come sit down on crown land. Say them a do this and do that. And the 1,500 people, the English people, them could have bring them come to Jamaica in a World War II. So them a shield them from war. And come drop them in a Jamaica because they're safe. Come drop them on them crown land up a Mona. Right? Them could have come drop them up a Mona for free. And them eat and drink. And them do everything because England send them money to feed them. They send them money to feed Jamaica people and where them take away all of their resources. They had a good little refugee camp that going up there. On their so-called crown land. So all of who think say this a man that go pick Jamaica over England, a lie not tell. And that's why I'm telling you say left him. No force no man for come pick Jamaica. We know why we patriotic to Jamaica. And them know why them patriotic to England. I'm going to play this back and make on hear what the people them say.
Formal apologies have been issued to Jamaica by the descendants of slave traders. 5 families who are descendants of plantation owners from across the United Kingdom and Ireland, as well as the Guardian newspaper, apologized on video on behalf of their ancestors, while descendants of John Malcolm from Scotland expressed regret in person at the Civil Emancipation Jubilee last evening. Their family owned the Argyle estate in St. Thomas at the time of the war in 1824, which resulted in 12 enslaved Africans being executed for their role in the fight for freedom.
Enslavement of your ancestors and the injustice of financial compensation paid by the British government to the enslavers. The enduring and damaging legacy of this injustice continues to the present day. We apologise most sincerely to the surviving descendants of the enslaved from Clan Malcolm plantations for the continuing impact on their daily lives, their health and their well-being.
We will be asking the New Zealand government to acknowledge these historical links to injustices that took place in the wider Caribbean and to note CARICOM's 10-point plan for reparatory justice. We plan to encourage the New Zealand government to reopen its physical High Commission in the Caribbean to strengthen intergovernmental ties.
The sisters' ancestors also own 9 other properties, including Blenheim, Hanover. The apologies were accepted by Culture Minister Olivia Grange and Mayor of St. Anne's Bay, Michael Belnavis.
Guys, see the investigation here. All would mix up in the slavery in a Jamaica. Mark Golding family them. See them there? Wanna see it for yourself? We not tell lie on people over here, so. Wanna notice that Mark Golding never really talk much about his mother? He not talk much about her because of fear lineage, the slavery I come from. Anytime you hear him talk, him like to talk about him father because he want him father to look like a humanitarian in a Jamaica. Him father was not a humanitarian. Him father was an agent of Britain. And he was not just an agent in Jamaica, he was an agent throughout the Caribbean. He was in Barbados, Bahamas, and them something there. He was an agent. And in each of these countries, they could have gone there and go upon crown land and go sit down upon crown land for free. Acres and acres of it. A time for Mark Golding be called out as the descendant of slave owners, and that in the time take a talk when he leave Jamaica, he need to come apologize and go do some advocacy work for reparation for Jamaicans. We just say that with no apology over here, so. Because the biggest lie when come tell, I never give Mark Golding any credence when I hear him talk this thing here. All this time when I say I'm a politician in my PNP, never come talk nothing about no ancestors. But now, when him want to lead Jamaica and him know the judgment that will come upon him, you hear what him come say?
Cut and clear, Holy Spirit. In the name of Jesus Christ, I declare strength. And I pray against disgrace. I pray against disappointment. I pray against failure. I pray against embarrassment. I pray against, oh God Almighty, mental disorder and tears of by the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. Our ancestors didn't come here as free people. Our ancestors didn't come here as free people. Blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. I pray against our ancestors didn't come here as free people. Blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. I pray against God Almighty, mental disorder.
Yeah, guys. So, I don't know how much I want to have the courage. How much I want to have the courage to tell this man if to come apologize for the slavery when people them go along with. Much I want to have the courage to do that. Mark Golding is still a citizen of England. They need to go along over England. Go tell them, say, a reparation time now. Thank you, Junior. You know where I back out the receipt, because when I come out as I can tell life on people. Mark Golding, as a citizen of UK, needs to be in UK advocating, since him love Jamaica so much and him is such a patriot, reparation. Jamaica could have reached far, far, far now. And the only reason why people left out of Jamaica for go to England are because they come pillage and take away everything. No left Jamaica with no resource. So Jamaicans have to swallow them pride and go up on ship and all kind of transportation to go walk out their soul case over England and contribute to the building of England. Meanwhile, we leave behind. Look here, some of the best of Jamaica, they're abroad. The best away. And when the best away, they're abroad. The best are the ones them at Jamaica in this time. They're at the mercy of some of the wickedest politicians them down there, because them not come for do nothing but national development. Them only come for the title and the prestige and to replace the colonizers. People only must wake up. Like seriously, wake up. One can look and identify the people them who now behave like the subordinates of the colonizers, One can look and see. People who really want to see the development of Jamaica and the Jamaican people. One can identify them. There are people that they're not about that life. Nothing about them. About nation building and them something there. Many people left Jamaica and go abroad, And say them go work and them go build up themselves and rare. And them say they might give themselves 10 years, 15, 20 years. So they can go back to Jamaica. And people have to dash that they planned it. They can't go back. Because what? The unscrupulous ones, them find themselves in the politics. Them are hold on the country. Them are move the country forward in a real way. All them do are come and war and bring down one another and kill on them something there. They become cultish. I wonder if you don't listen to what Bruce Golding talks over you were there. I'm not a fan of Bruce Golding, Because I feel like Bruce Golding allowed himself to be sucked in to a kind of politics that he should not have. Because he's a smart man. But from Mr. Bruce Golding go defend Dodos in the way that he did, I lost all respect for Bruce. Not to mention the collateral damage and all those people that died as a result. However, what Bruce Golding spoke of about the lack and the absence of consensus, the country cannot get anywhere because what we have become, calling ourselves politicians and political parties, what we have become is a cult of obstructionists. Because I tell you last night I already said the obstructionists them, Mark Golding and Peter Bunting, them say Andrew Holness, they must not make Jamaica a republic because they're going to get too much credit for it. It's going to look good on them. So Mark Golding and Peter Bunting say when them come in a government now, they will pilot that. They think that they're more fit to make Jamaica a republic. I don't friggin' think so. I think what Mark Golding needs to do is to go and deal with the reparation thing with him country of England. When father born and give him citizenship and that kind of something. Them people are want to see right as some real patriot as so. I'm not a fan of Siaga either, But when it came down to a simple thing like consensus that is needed for the country, for the betterment of the country and the future of the country. And then now when they become the biggest obstructionists in the country, them say Andrew Holness them not believe in a consensus. That's not true. When given the chance to participate in consensus, Mark Golding with his slave master mentality got take off the PNP people them off of the committee and tell them not sign nothing. That is how Mark Golding was raised, to believe that because of his skin color, him can come around and push around people and dictate. He's no leader. He's a dictator. We see it very clear. A woman like Donna Scott Motley allowed herself to be pushed around by Mark Golding. Because Mark Golding is coming from a stock of people who own slaves. Him know him family history. And that's how they socialize them. You're bigger than the black people, them. You tell them what to do, they can't tell you what to do. And that's it. What a sad situation. The English people already paid reparations. Is the slavers like Mark Golding time now to pay everything them own for take back for take away and distribute it. After that, the British should pay the difference. Which of them pay reparation to? 411. Tell the people in a comment. Claudette, you are welcome. It's a sad thing. Jamaica could have been one of the richest countries. Now, when so Jamaica got through a whole heap of thing in people. You see, between what Jamaica was robbed of and the people them who come after, we say them are leaders in the country, and what they have given away, what they have taken for themselves, Jamaica has been abused big time. All who come in our country, so them are humanitarian. When them come get free land for live pan. Come get free everything. Nobody can chat to them because England send them as agent. And then come twist around history. Same like how the man come and say the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. Then come twist around history. And this is why when me hear some people come talk about say the maroon them this and maroon them that because the maroon them turn over slave to the English them. Look here, you can't twist history tell me, because I know for a fact say the English has a history of distorting history. We see that with Mark Golding come say the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. Distortion of history. Look in his eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. They're evil. When I say them, I'm talking about those who show us who they really are. Mark Golding evil. You could have never come twist history tell me so. And me a run back at your ball leader. After me no fool man. No idiot. In this time, them come for twist history and lie to the children and lie to the people. The blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. Our time over Paris, you know. Let me see if Liz can give us some sports news. You guys must have heard by now. Or one athlete who qualified for the final came in 7th. Liz, welcome to the program, Liz. We are live. We just want a little sports update. Eh?
Well, the team not doing too good at the Olympics.
Jamaica team.
Mm-hmm.
Men and women?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you say you're glad you went to the Olympic?
Well, so far, so good. The experience of being inside France and seeing the people first and the way of doing this entertaining and a national challenge things.
Oh. Well, me thank you for all the updates and thing and the people them they are listen to your live, you know. But we hear say Shelly and she drop out of the race, and we know say Sherika pull out of the 100 couple of days ago.
Yes, Sherika Jackson. Up to now we have no reason to. So withdrawn from the 100 meters. And at the semi-final stage, there were stories going out that filtering out that there was some sort of entrance the Price was not allowed. She and Richardson, and so she became upset and decided to withdraw.
So
the semifinals.
the people they must say the men are running tomorrow. So you said the team not
Yes,
doing good.
yeah.
You said the
No,
team
well,
not doing good. We kind of look forward for the man them bring a goal still.
well, that is possible because the everybody is shocked at the looking how Noel Lyles looks and how other persons from the Americans bring through how they are looking. But it is the first time in since what was it now? It is quite some time where Jamaica has now won a medal. In the 2000 Sydney we won a medal. 2004 we won.
You're talking about for the women's 100 final?
Yes, 2008 we won it. 2012 we won it. 2016 I think we won a medal. And 2020 we 21 really we won a medal. So it's the first time. But also we must congratulate the efforts of young Tia Clay, not Tia, yeah.
Tia, yeah.
Who made it to the finals. Did run very well. But she's young.
She have time. She'll be back.
So, yeah, man, and she's going to be some performance to a performer to be very, very challenging. So, congratulations to Miss Alfred, who doesn't seem to want to well, for knowing you, the Jamaica champs acknowledge because all her background is from she went to St. Catherine High School, and so Jamaica has a hard to play hand in the development of Alfred. So we are still there indirectly because she attended St. Catherine High School and performed well at champs. But the first time the men know tomorrow. To be honest with you, Jamaica can win the 100 from us. We can.
Of course. No, man. Nobody talk about we can. Kishian is our goal. From which part may sit. You don't think so?
No, I am not looking at Kishian Thompson.
Why?
Kishian Thompson is young and is inexperienced in terms of the occasion.
First Olympic.
First any international event representing the country.
So who you say I get the goal tomorrow?
It's possible for a week to win. But he should, based on all the situation, looking at the races this morning, the eats yesterday, sorry.
You catch your eats yesterday?
It is possible that we will bring home a medal in 100 meters.
No, I have no doubt that Jamaica will, but what I'm saying is my money depend on Kishian, but as you say, can't count out civil. But we will see. But I'm sure Jamaica will take the gold.
Yeah, man, it is possible.
A real arms host, a real foolishness that go on with Shelly and the rest of people, who drop out at 100,
Yes, well, she should have reported for the semi-final. And she reported, it leave a bitter taste in the mouth of the country because young Brianna Williams was not named. And I think young Brianna in the finals at our trial was either fourth.
What happened with Shelly as she explained on social media? She said that the entrance where the athletes them supposed to go through, to go train, and to go in at the stadium, they blocked it off. They couldn't go in. So that's why I know she alone, other athletes couldn't go in either.
And us, and when we saw her, I was outside, and we were actually able to look from not exactly vantage point, but people made space about around involving the rapping, the training area, the training stadium, and we saw her, and she was looking quite good, warming up quite good, animated, talking to her, and after when preparing now to see her actually in the semi-final, because sorry, the interesting thing is she made the finals. Her semi-final was loaded. They wanted to eliminate somebody because it was Alfred Richardson Price in one semi-final.
Well, we could see what she doing at the relay then. Me could see she around the 200.
No, Shelley is not a 200 runner. Her next event will be the 4x1.
But can you imagine her last Olympic and this come happen? No, sir. That is a strange thing. Don't be surprised if she go back next time, because she have 5 straight.
She has gone to 5. I think that was her aim. But what I'm saying, the way in which it was done, and then to have known that young Brianna was in the top 5 or top 4 for the final at the trials, was not named in the team, and then for her to come to this point and then pull out, it leaves a bit. Well, I've never been a fan of hers or of NPP at least. This is unfortunate, and I think she owes an explanation to the country as to why. Because if she just really entered the trials, and it took some time in making the decision that she was third, she should have. If she just wanted to enter, to say she went to 5 Olympic Games, then she could have done. She could have, asked to be named in the 4x1 rather than do this to the country. It will have bit of taste in the mouth of the people.
But the people them are blame France and how they change up the entry things. Somebody tell me what going at the comment. Come and see it in passing. Where the man said she was supposed to enter the stadium at a particular entry point, but at the last minute them lock it off. She couldn't go in.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, because later on, actually, the report came out that she was actually injured while warming up.
Oh.
And then, as I said, she had to say something to that, because she knows that the nation is, as she has, in my opinion, she has slapped the nation in its face, because how can you not report for your semi-final? Because, and it is strange. Oh, they said Richardson also was told she couldn't walk there.
Yeah.
True.
And she get a silver.
Richardson turn up.
She run and get silver. Yeah.
Yes, and she came second to Alfred in the semi-final also. God, I said their semi-final. But I think really and truly, Fraser Price ran. What I mean by run, she sort of hid from the semi-final meeting Alfred and Richardson.
You think so?
And so she was, yeah, man.
Boy, that girl they were named.
I actually saw her myself on the training.
The St. Lucian. The St. Lucian girl give them a run for their money, do you know?
No, man, she was favorite since last year.
Me never know nothing about she, but when me look on her run, she run, man.
No, like she was favorite to win because she actually won the world championship indoor 60 meters goal. She actually won with that.
She fast like bullet.
Yeah. She was prepared. She has the going to St. Catherine High School. She has the Champs Foundation in her in her resume. And it was, as I said, she was a favorite. She was expected to win. So outside the stadium, I saw some Jamaicans, I saw Americans, and I kept saying to the Americans that passed by, "Oh, I'm sorry, Osh." But I was speaking like Caribbean fever, 1, 2, 3, Jamaica, 2 of them, and Alfred. But it was the Irving she was expected because she was touted as a favorite, and she won it in style, 10.7, whatever. She won it in great style.
Make we talk about what's your name real quick before we make you go. Ilian. Some whole heap of people are write her off. Me's a big fan of Ilian. And Missy say, from she made the decision to let her husband train her, it's like her thing take a nosedive. You know, me I really want to see she come back for one more Olympic, but me don't know. I know what she's capable of, but can she come back to form?
Yes, anybody writing off Ilian Thompson, 10.5, 400 meters, 21.6, 4.62. Anybody write off Ilian Thompson at this point, 30 years old, is not a track and field fan. It's just a person who supports when winners. They don't support track and field. Ilian Thompson unfortunately made some rash decision, and one of them is the person that she is married to. And unfortunately, it is not serving her best interest. But if Ilian Thompson settles into being the Ilian Thompson before 2015, she was in a great. She again, her foundation was leading in a particular camp, and she left the camp. But anybody writing up Ilian Thompson, then they do so at their own detriment, because she has not yet won an individual goal in the World Championship, and she has that height to because Ilian Thompson is among a rare set double at the Olympic Games. Isn't an easy feat, but you know, in she has
shown that she can be great, even greater than all the women from her country where track and field is concerned. But me no know if she can come back in the sport to the same form. I don't know. I have to look on the reality, you know. Because I don't know what they do with our training after. Listen, you can't just switch so just because you're on top, you know. And I so she make the mistake. You know, switch when you're on top. You keep whatever is working for you at that time. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? But
you don't change the formula. A winning formula, you don't change it because you use it to win. And I am saying, if Ilian Thompson settles down, get back on training, get back into the realm of a qualified coach, then anybody writing up Ilian, because if you look at the Caribbean right now, America is going to be dominated for quite some time. Alfred, all right, there's young Brianna Williams, there's young Tia Clayton's sister, and there's a sensation coming.
Where I try to say the female reign, the Jamaica track and field female reign is at an end?
No, that's what I'm saying. It is not. I am saying not only the Jamaica, the Caribbean, the Americans are in trouble, right? Because there is a plethora, but it's not just an ordinary quality coming. There's Brianna Williams, double World Junior Champion 1, 2. There's Tia Clayton, World Junior Champion. There is Sensation, World Junior Champion. She's in company trials. She's at school in the US. Brianna Liston. There's about 2 other females, but I don't remember their name right now. But the Americans, the dominance of the Americans being well, Sherika Richardson broke the drought in the 100-meter World Championship final. She won that, and she won that. Sherika Jackson too, Sherika Jackson. The still young, 28, 29. So the dominance of the females from the Caribbean and Jamaica versus the Americans is going to continue for a long time. As I said, this young talent called Brianna Liston, fantastic. Brianna Williams, two dynamic talents because they are both world champions at the junior level, and Brianna Williams is a double champion. What she's having now, she also changed coach, and she has left the training program of Atto Bowling and is looking for a top quality coach. She's now back in the United States with John Smith.
Yeah, somebody just comment and say, look like she was sell out Jamaica for the US. Yeah, well, make we see, because the truth of the matter is that Jamaica has been dominating the US since what, 2007 or 8? Since 2007. 2004 when Asafa broke out on the scene.
Well, 2004, there was, in the 100, there was Laura Williams, Veronica Campbell, and Mr. Lenka. Mr. Lenka won, Laura was second, and Veronica was third in the 100 at the Olympics, but it was found out that Mr. Lenka was admired, changed her name, but she was a drug convict. And so, I don't know what happened to the medal, but it was found out, and there was an ongoing battle to get back the medal, and then Laurel Williams will be promoted to the gold medal to silver. But the dominance has been quite some time, 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020, 21, because of COVID. So the Americans has been about 12, 16, 20 years, I think. Not having won the 100-meter title.
About 20 years of dominance.
They have a good young bunch coming, changing the guard.
And look on the boy when him Noah Lyles. Him get a look out him one it wonder. Cause him not get no goal tomorrow, I can't tell you that. Noah. The American boy. Yeah, I'm in trouble, serious trouble too. All right, Liz. Well, thank you for the update. Thank you for taking our call as you're on a different time zone over there in Paris. Yeah, man. So we'll catch up.
All right.
Take care.
Good night to you and people in there. And if I tell you about France when I get home, because it's an interesting learning experience of learning about the culture.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, people. So you just heard from our correspondent Liz, who traveled to Paris with her family to attend the Olympic, and I believe she has a nephew who resides over there. I don't know if he's in school or if he works there, but Liz will tell us more about her trip when the Olympic finish. So me kind of feel a disappointed vibe like a lot of people with what I saw transpired. Team Jamaica look a little bit disorganized to me. And me no know, it just not look good, I'm not as glued to it as I was in the beginning. I have to give it up for the Americans in the gymnastics. They're doing well. American women, Team America, Team USA. So guys, I hope you enjoy the local program here tonight. Please to give the live a thumbs up for me and make sure that you share it with a friend. Tomorrow, we are going to do an in-depth analysis of Jamaica's political landscape. And I think I'm going to have a special guest tomorrow night as well. Unfortunately, Liz is not going to be here with us to talk about that, because we're not going to trouble Liz again. while she's on that time zone. But we're gonna look on the political landscape and see what is likely to happen within the next year when the election is called. So look out for that. Come back tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. And make sure that you don't forget to hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Thank you and take care.